He rose up on a motorbike with an old coat that smells like work. She stares up at a rain cloud rolling over Bellington curb. She said, I like the rain when it's pouring down. I like the rain when it's pouring down. It makes that sound so sweet. He flicks off his Bluntstone boots. He throws his side pack on the ground. She lights the stove to heat some food. Well, outside the rain keeps pouring down. She said, I love the rain when it's pouring down. I like the rain when it's pouring down. It makes that sound so sweet. She says, John, will you marry me? 'Cause I'm getting old, but I like your company. This old farm is something else, but the good times should be shared. And she said, I like the rain when it's pouring down. I like the rain when it comes around. I like the rain when it's pouring down. I like the rain when it comes around. It makes that sound so sweet.
Gentle Annie. Think it was your blue and white stripes down the side had me aching for you. Gentle Annie, let's believe you're the one for me. Your shades of blue. And on one dark and quiet night, I climb aboard your blue and white. I'm taking you. And oh, Annie, let's believe you're the one for me. Oh, Annie, why don't you leave? Why don't you come away with me? Oh, Annie, why don't you leave and come away with me? Why don't you come away with me? So let's hit the road, watch days fade to black, and then go rolling, rolling, rolling full stack. And on this dark and quiet night, you shine so bright like brand new. And you become my port call, I never, never let you go. Oh,
We check out the greenery. It's a lovely scenery. The after party's all on me. We check out the greenery. It's a lovely scenery. The after party's all on me. In this grand reggae, it's a reggae town. Grand reggae, this is how we get down. Grand reggae, it's a reggae town. Grand reggae, this is how we get down. With a reggae music doctor, you need to spin. Ooh, with a reggae music doctor, you need to hit. With a reggae music doctor, you need to scream. Ooh, with a reggae music doctor, nothing just like this. Grand reggae, it's a reggae town. Grand reggae, it's how we get down. Grand reggae, it's a reggae town. Grand reggae, it's how we get down. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce. We pack it this time, we pack it this right. Run the top down, when the Titanic strikes. It's the music that kills, music that thrills. Come and take a quick, take it chill. But this is how we spin it. This is how we spin it. This is how we spin it. Ha ha. It's the music that kills, music that thrills. Come and take a quick, take it chill. So everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce, bounce. Everybody just bounce. Grand reggae, it's a reggae town. Grand reggae, it's how we get down. Grand reggae, it's a reggae town. Grand reggae, it's how we get down. It's a reggae town. It's how we get down. It's a reggae town. It's how we get down. Oh yeah. It's a reggae town. It's how we get down. It's a reggae town. It's how we get down. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh. For the people of Coranda Town.
The girl's got some talent, hasn't she? Oh, there's talent. She can play the drums. She can cook a head. Oh, greetings, humans from the planet Earth. This is episode 18, and I've learnt to play the drums. And this is the Kitchen Sessions, and my name is Roz Pappalardo. I'm so pleased that you're spending your 18th, well, you're spending our 18th birthday. You're spending our 18th birthday with us. Oh, that was difficult. Very difficult. Oh, thanks for being with me. It's been fantastic to have you for 18 long but very quick years. Before we go any further, I would sincerely like to acknowledge the country upon which we work, live on and create on. We here at the Kitchen Sessions absolutely acknowledge that this country will always belong to the traditional owners, and we pay our respects to those elders past, present and future. So, hang on. Look at this sparkly drum kit. It has been a huge week in Events Land. Tonight we've got drums. We've got a little bit of keys. I'm going to go over here. Got me? I'm coming. Oh, there's things. There's a little bit of keys. Dunk. Hi. I don't know how I can play. No, it doesn't matter. It's been a huge week in Events Land. There are so many moving parts, not to mention the moving parts of a band in a small space that is a kitchen. There is so much to think about. But the good news, everybody, the great news is that artists like me, like the amazing artist you're going to see tonight, Kaweyova, we are getting back out in front of you. But still, there's a long way to go before we get to a new sense of normal. I'm not going to say an old sense of normal. It's a new sense of normal. And that's cool. It's the way we're moving forward. We're strong. We're resilient. We'll be right. Happy days. I'm going to throw a big thanks to people that I've worked with on this journey and who are part of the journey and who are partners in the journey. So I'm going to send a very special thanks. I'm not going to cry because I probably am. Hell, you know me. I haven't cried yet. Have I cried yet? I've cried to you, haven't I? I'm going to thank... I've cried a few times. I'm going to thank these amazing people who have been a part of this journey with me. I'm going to thank Sam Gibb. I'm already going to cry. I can't even say your names. I'm going to thank Mick Allen. I'm going to thank Karen Engel. I'm going to thank Paul Barton. I'm going to thank Frank D'Angelico. I'm going to thank Kristen Copson because we have had the most amazing 18 weeks, really. And we were just reminiscing how it started in our friend's kitchen. Rob Sherwood, who is a dear, dear friend of mine, and it was the very first kitchen sessions in Rob's kitchen, and we made such a mess of the kitchen. There was balloons in the fan. They were wrapped up there for months. There was chocolate cake on the walls. There was champagne all over the floor. It was just a bit of a mess. So we moved into my kitchen for the next 5 weeks. And I have never had a party in my house in my life because I'm too busy working events. And we had 5 weeks of isolation parties in my house. It was the best fun. Every Saturday night there was a band, there was an artist in my house, there was food, there was wine, there was my puppy. And then we had the utter honour of moving into this amazing place. So I just want to thank the Rondo so much for having us. It's just been an utter blessing to be in this place for, I think, 15 weeks now. I don't know. But it's just been beautiful. So thank you to the Rondo and all of the committee. It's just been an absolute blessing. So sometimes you have to stop and thank people and take stock of the blessings in your life, because I've found the moon this week a little bit tough. I've had a few tears for no reason, and I've had a few laughs for many reasons. So thank you, world. So tonight, we have the best lineup for you ever. Truly, ever. There is so much talent in this venue tonight, in this kitchen tonight. There is so much talent in this kitchen tonight. What's in the fridge? Oopala. That's an over 18 thing right in there. There's so much talent. I hope that the Rondo has got their public liability, because the roof is going to fly off. We need an electrician. I believe Enzo Rosso is an electrician. We're going to need an electrician because this place is going to burn a light. Wait till you hear our amazing artist tonight sing, Kaweyova. She is an amazing writer. She's an amazing singer. She is going to absolutely tear at your heartstrings and take you to the edge of joy at the same time. You are not going to believe it. You have to adjust your television sets. Is that what we do? Do we adjust our television sets? Is that what we do? I don't know. I don't watch TV. I watch the kitchen sessions on my lapping top. Of that, there is no doubt. So our visual artist pop-in, India Collins. She has been thrilling us as a visual artist for years in this beautiful town. This woman is an amazing and entrepreneurial. I can't say entrepreneurial. Entrepreneurial. I can't say it. Goodness gracious me. She's an amazing and entrepreneurial. Entrepreneur. I don't know. She's an amazing and gifted designer. She's a textile artist, and I just want to buy all of her stuff. It's gorgeous, and you will love it. So let me talk about the cook-up, which is our food section, coffee and breakfast. It is the best meal of the day. It seems like we've been featuring a lot of coffee and breakfast places because, you know, if you don't have that, you can't remain strong for the day. You can't kind of just soldier on through. So I'm suggesting that the more coffee, the better, because I am Italiano. I am from Siciliana. Siciliano, sì, grazie, prego. And we're going to feature tonight Billy's Coffee. Billy has been an institution in this gorgeous town for as long as I can remember. And this man is completely committed to the arts in our town and for giving us an amazing start to our day every single day. He is operating out of Crate 59, which is one of the best little arts initiatives who supports visual artists and musicians. You're going to love Billy. He's got a smile as big as the day. He is a gorgeous man. And, of course, Frank D'Angelico, our wine guy. He's unique. He's ever thoughtful. He thinks about this project every single hour of the day. I think we've got a little bit of a surprise to you tonight, which I think is going to help me behave a little bit. So it's true. Frank helps me behave tonight. It's true. Every single person in the studio just fell off their chairs and went, oh, yeah, right, bullshit. Roz not going to behave. No, she's not going to behave. No, that's right, she's not. She's not going to behave. She don't know how to do that. So if you can donate to help, well, nothing's going to help me behave. But if you can donate to help the amazing artist that you're going to see tonight kind of move on to the next stage in her career, this young woman who you're going to meet very, very soon is about to continue recording her debut album. We'll talk about that in a minute. I might have a debut record. Anyway, she's incredible. So please donate. And the money does go to a really good cause. It goes to amazing musicians who haven't worked in such a long time and now they're just starting to get back out there and they need it and we give it to them. So we give the money to them. That's what we give to them. Just relax. Everyone's just falling off their chairs. So call the police. I don't know. Call the liquor licensing. Call someone. Call the ambulance. Wah. If you have just tuned in, you're with Roz Pappalardo. This is me, and this is a dress that I bought for, I think, $3 in Byron Bay. The last time I left the state, it was Byron Bay, $3 in some sort of thing. And I bought this at an Indian reserve in California a year ago. I don't even know. It feels like, see, hand-beaded. Gorgeous, so nice. So I bought this in an Indian reserve when I went on a tour with an amazing Indigenous dance group called Mirakai Performing Arts. G'day, Pauline, love you. Marindi Shiba, hello, love you. Peggy Lane. So if you're listening from California, hope you're well, and I wish you were here because you'd probably be safer. And that's not being funny, that is the truth. This is Roz. I'm Roz. This is Roz. This is the Kitchen Sessions, and this amazing artist you're about to meet and her incredible band blew away the Tanks Arts Centre audience last week. It was 2 weeks ago now. It was the first show back after our COVID shutdown, and it was a scary thing to do for everyone. You know, we're such a big venue at the Tanks, not like the Rondo here where it's just us. And a couple of people and the band and a few other friends. It is certainly a very big venue, and Kaweyova just absolutely nailed every single of the 150 people to the Tanks Art Centre walls. So I'm very, very pleased that she has agreed to come onto this stage and do the very same thing to you all in internet land. Internet land. Internet. That's a new word. So how about we go? No, hang on. She sings about things that make you stop and think. She brings you to your knees for one moment, and then she just starts again and drives with that gorgeous voice. She's a real talent of our region. She has a star that is shining brighter and brighter with every moment. I would love right now to welcome to the stage Kaweyova and her incredible band. Come on, everybody. Come on. Come on, everybody. Come on. Yeah. Come on, everybody. Come on. Ow. Come on, everybody. Come on. Oh. Come on, everybody. Yeah. Hey. How are we all? Hey.
We're good.
Sam? Can I call you Sam?
Yes, of course.
Everyone. This is Sam Clark Kaweyova, one of the most amazing artists of our region, I must admit.
Oh, wow, that's a huge compliment. Thank you.
It's the truth. How are you doing tonight?
I am very well, thank you.
How are you feeling about playing in my kitchen?
I am very excited. Thanks for having us here.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So you need to tell me, darling, a little bit about where you've come from as a musician.
Okay.
I mean, is it where have you come from? Why now? Why here?
Well, it started off a long, long time ago, back in my day. No.
Well,
No,
are you
I come
actually
from-
45 years old or something?
Yes, actually. So,
You have great face cream, I got to say. You are gorgeous. It's pretty funny. I don't know. We're all on funny pills
it's
tonight.
all about the face creams. It's good.
That's right. So when did this start?
I grew up on a small island in Papua New Guinea called the Trobriand Islands, and I grew up just, learning traditional songs, and then eventually got into learning English songs in church.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah.
Singing harmonies.
Singing harmonies and all that stuff, and I picked up the guitar and everything when I was 9 years old, just from watching my cousins play, and so it was very much a part of our everyday culture and daily life.
So this is a really interesting way to learn how to be an amazing musician. You're embedded in it and just be absolutely, it's all over you all the time.
No, I definitely feel blessed to have grown up on the islands, because everyone's always singing and dancing, and it was a good time.
And how old were you when you sort of made the move to Cairns, or what? Where did you go after that?
It was only 8 years ago, actually. Yeah. So I spent most of my life on the islands, and year 11, 12, my father, who's Australian, decided to send me to boarding school in Armidale in New South Wales.
Well, lucky it was now,
Oh
because you
my
would have had to
goodness.
have gone to school with a mask. Truly.
True that.
So you went down to Armidale. Now,
Yeah.
that couldn't have been a bigger culture shock, really.
It was
Tell
quite-
me about that culture shock, sister.
It was quite the shock. I spent a whole year crying on the phone to my mother. Absolutely. Wanting to go back to the tropics, because it snowed there my first year, actually.
It snowed?
It snowed. It snowed.
So you went from the tropics, the
I'm
heat,
glad
the
that you
sweat.
find...
That is very funny. So what did you
amusing.
think was happening when the snow came out of the
I didn't
sky?
know. I didn't know what to think. It started snow. It was like midnight, and I was in the common room, and then I saw this white stuff falling from the sky, and I went,
Am I in a Disney movie?
"What is this?"
I
And
want to
ran
be a
out.
snowman.
Let it go
Let it go. Can't hold me back
anymore.
Anyway, that's a little bit of musical theatre. So what did you think when the white stuff came out of the sky? Wow.
Yeah. Well, I thought, no, I'm not going to say that because Enzo's here. Anyways, it was quite an experience. The place eventually grew on me. My horizons were definitely broadened, and
So it was Papua New Guinea to Armidale.
To Armidale for 2
Oh my
years.
God, 2 years. And then where to from there?
And then I went back to Papua New Guinea,
Uh-huh.
and I decided to get back, gigging and get into my music.
So that you started playing gigs
Yes,
in Papua New
in
Guinea,
Papua New
and
Guinea.
cafes, etc.
Yep, did corporate gigs in Port Moresby, and
Yeah.
then I sort of reached the peak of where,
You could go.
you could go. Yeah, exactly. And then decided that it was time to move and come to Australia and see where I could go from here.
So why Cairns? Thank God Cairns, but
because
why?
it's warm and it doesn't snow. The white stuff doesn't fall
It
from the sky.
certainly does not do that. It doesn't snow.
Yeah. Originally, I was supposed to move to Brisbane, but then decided on Cairns last minute and loved it. I just absolutely love Cairns.
So how long has Cairns been your home?
8 going on 9 years now.
Okay, so 8 or 9 years.
yeah.
Wow. Well, we are very blessed to have you. So we kind of talked about your heritage, is that Papua New Guinea heritage.
Yes.
And so are your family members still up there?
My parents are here and my little sister's here. Yep. And the rest of the family are still in New Guinea. And
Fantastic. So how does that experience inform your songwriting? I mean, you are such a, I don't know how much you write, but you certainly, the songs that you do write are very, they're very layered, and they're emotional and fun as well. There's so many layers to them. So tell me about that kind of experience and how it informs this.
I think I feel blessed growing up on the islands and everything, and there's good and bad in every situation. But growing up there, I learnt a lot, at a very young age about world issues, poverty, violence, all the sorts. So that was embedded in me, and I always felt very, it was close to my heart, and I felt I needed to write about that. I was always a very shy person, quite an introvert, and music has helped me to sort of get out. It was an outlet for me.
Music does that, doesn't it?
Yeah, amazing.
I was really shy as well.
Really?
Don't once again, everyone fell off their chairs. Ha, ha, ha. I was so shy, because growing up as a young girl, I was so shy. I only started singing in grade 12.
Wow.
Yeah, I was so shy. I went to a Catholic school and I wouldn't even go down, when you're Catholic and you go and get your little thing. I wouldn't even do that. I was too scared.
Yeah, same. I could not get up on stage until I was about, I think, 17 or so. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think it's a blessing what music brings to our lives, right? Isn't it? It's just a blessing, whether it be you're hanging out in your bedroom playing or you're playing live on stage for the people who love what you do. I just saw 150 people 2 Saturdays ago just literally pinned to the wall when you opened your mouth, and I was like, this girl, I've always known she's great. I've been chasing her for weeks. Let's go.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Sam, I want you to play. What do you got? You got 3 songs for me right now.
Yeah, we got 3 originals to go.
We're gonna let's just sit back and enjoy this amazing ride that is Kaweyova. Everyone, Kaweyova, and then we'll talk to the band later. Enjoy.
Thank you.
This is the world we live in, we're descending right to destruction. Where love has no meaning, a place of sinful seduction. This is the world we live in, red and yellow, black and white. A life based off the color of your skin, wait for the devil's delight. So be your warrior, be your warrior, fight for what is right. With love as your weapon, let us not lose sight. Stand as one, and together we will rise. All rise, and the world we will revolutionize. This is the world we live in. Sticks and stones break her bones. His lust for her bleeding, premature gravestones. This is the world we live in, a justice system deformed. Oh, no, 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 no. 1, 2, 3 men down. Can we trust the man in uniform?
talking about a revolution. We're talking about a revolution. Talking about a revolution. We're talking about a revolution. We're talking about a revolution. Oh, so be a warrior. Be a warrior. Fight for what is right. With love as your weapon, let us not lose sight. Oh no, stand as one, and together we will rise. Arise, and the world will revolutionize. We will revolutionize. We will revolutionize together. We will revolutionize. Como te lava lu como dona bitatorisa. Como te lava lu como dona bitatorisa. Ah, thank you. This one's called Too Many. I wrote it quite a few years ago, actually, when I saw an advertisement on TV about refugees. So I was inspired to write this song. How do you sleep at night when so many lie awake? Fearful life, fleeing from a place they called home yesterday. Political killings, cruelty, and poverty. There's so much more. What is it all for? Displaced, heavy hearts, one child without a mom is too many, too many, too many. No hope, no voice, one man without a choice is too many, too many, too many.
Senamwa, Anigada, Pupilasi. Senamwa, Anigada, Pupilasi.
Like driftwood floating in the ocean in search of a restful shores. Calling the age of the exile, one to deploy, willing to rebuild a nation, take action, need to fill our souls with love and inspiration. Displaced, heavy hearts, one child without a mom is too many, too kupilasi. Oh, thanks, guys. This next song is one of the more recent songs that I wrote. It's called Keep Trying. I think, especially during the pandemic and everything, a lot of people have been going through pretty tough times. So this song's dedicated to everyone out there who's doing it a bit tough.
Every day I fight a secret war, and all these demons, they keep knocking at my door. Worry deep in my soul, but I keep holding on. Yeah, I fight some more, I gotta keep trying. I gotta keep trying. Lately I've been down upon my knees. I pray to God to set my troubled mind at ease. Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide and I weep, but I find a reason to fight for my peace. I gotta keep trying. I gotta keep trying. I gotta keep trying. I'll keep trying till I find that peace. To all the people who walk the same road, if you ever feel like you can't carry the load, always remember that you're never alone. I understand, and I believe that you can. Keep on trying. Keep on trying. You gotta believe and then you'll achieve. You gotta believe that you can. Keep on trying. I believe that you can. I believe that you can. I believe that you can. Keep on trying. Keep on trying. I believe that you can. I believe. I believe that you can.
Oh my good golly gosh, you are. I don't know who's being I've been the biggest fan of yours for years, haven't I?
Oh my goodness.
I love you. You are
I love you.
No, I love you.
I love you.
You baby. And it's great because we just keep bursting into song. This is a great show.
great.
Can someone write this down? This is a great show.
I definitely think we should do a show.
We should
just us.
definitely do a show. Hey, everyone out there, please put your hands together for the first 3 songs that you've heard of this amazing woman, Sam Clark. So Kaweyova, what does Kaweyova mean?
So Kaweyova is actually my traditional island name, and it was given to me by my grandfather, and it means basket of treasures.
Speechless.
Shit. Enjoy. Speechless, you say? Roz, speechless?
Where's the bell?
I don't know. Ding! You are certainly a basket of treasures. And before we go into our next segment, let's introduce this amazing artist. Sam, go and introduce this amazing band. I think Enzo's moved in though because he's played about 3 times or 4 times on the kitchen sessions.
This is Enzo Russo. He is the resident kitchen sessions muso.
He really is. Give him a clap, everybody. He's beautiful. More beautiful bass player you will not find in Queensland. And I thought he was an electrician.
Electrician and a plumber.
And a plumber. That's right. You're beautiful.
Baker.
Baking soda. I got baking soda.
That's right. Yeah.
We got Eddie Valentine on the keys here.
Give him a clap.
I call him Eddie Valentine. His actual name is Denik. No one can ever pronounce his name, so I started calling him Eddie.
You did? So you made his name up?
And Valentine because he was born on Valentine's Day. There you go, Eddie Valentine.
Oh, Eddie. And who have we got behind me? And I was
JB,
Jonathan Barbagello.
The best in Cairns. Here we go.
Absolutely. And I asked this question of Drew Brewer the other day, because, I was like, how do you manifest such amazing musicians around you, So how did you find these amazing humans? Because they really are. Every day I'm just I'm surprised, constantly surprised by the level of great musicianship we have in this little town.
It is incredible.
It's a little tiny town.
Incredible talent in Cairns.
Where'd you find these people? Where'd you find them?
Well, I met Stevie Brooks first.
Stevie B. Yeah.
So he was playing at the casino. I bumped into him there, decided to do a few gigs together, did a wedding, met Zdenek, and then did an Esplanade gig, met JB. Boom. And then met Enzo afterwards, and it was just...
And you find your tribe, right?
A match made in heaven.
You find your people.
Yeah, that's
fantastic. So everyone out there, if you have a little bit of cash to donate, because these people have, they're slowly coming back into gig land. Yeah, so these people, the musicians were the first to lose their jobs and the last to get their jobs back. So we have been here for 18 weeks supporting musicians and visual artists because we are all involved in some way in the music. I'm a musician, Sam's, an engineer, a technician, mixer technician. Karen is a producer. So our heart is there. So thank you.
So much.
Thank you, man. No totes.
Amazing.
So this is the next segment. It's called the Pop In, and each week we invite a local visual artist who, we just are in love with to show us around their studios, give us a peek into their ongoing projects and show us what makes them tick. So this week, my old mate India Collins welcomed me into her space this week after a crazy time preparing for one of Australia's biggest events, Cairns Indigenous Arts Fair, because she works on that. So not only does she have her own practice, which is beautiful and incredible and awe-inspiring, she also works on this amazing event, which is one of the biggest events, biggest art fairs, Indigenous art fairs in all of Australia, let alone Cairns, you know what I mean? People come to Cairns for that amazing event. Have you guys wandered through the Cairns Indigenous Art Kayak? Yeah, isn't it just, aren't you proud?
It is amazing.
When you walk through that and you just go, my goodness, this is in my country. So not only is she an amazing publicist, she's completely committed to her community and the fair. She's a genius artist, and we are so pleased she has called Cairns home for her kids and her. Let's see what the beautiful India is up to in her studio right now. Hi, India.
Hi, I'm India Collins. I'm a local artist, maker. Welcome to my home.
Cool.
Should I take you around?
Yeah, take us around. How awesome is that? What have you got here?
Well, I've got a lot of work on the walls from various sources, some local artists.
Beautiful. Who are these local artists here?
This is a Daphne de Jersey from Weedham. This is a Malachi Aird.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Some local artist from Canada. She's an Indigenous artist, a friend of ours.
Yeah.
This Chinese stuff, some of my own work. That's just.
Oh, of course, I recognise that as your work.
As mine. Yeah.
Yeah, you got that really.
So come in.
Beautiful.
I've actually got a lot of space, so I have to fill it with
art.
The stuff. Yeah, but this is what I've been working on lately. They're my paintings, my canvases, which I've just started during COVID.
So this is bigger than normal for you, yeah? Wow,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah, and they're mixed media. You know, I draw with like water-soluble pastels. I use paint markers. I use acrylic. But essentially, like for me, this paint work is really like a psychological dump.
I love it.
And there's no end result when I start. It's basically I'm creating as I go.
Wow.
And I start out with some really broad marks, and then it looks nothing like what it started out as. Yeah. So see, these are the latest works. And I kind of decided that I wanted to build towards a show. I don't know where that show is going to be.
Or when?
Or when. Yeah, but at the moment I'm just enjoying making. That's the best part.
Is that been a beautiful thing about COVID for you? Like to enjoy making without that pressure of who, what, when, where, why, how?
Yeah, because I normally, my work is normally project based. And so you're always chasing a deadline, and there's always a theme, and there's always trying to work out, because I do a lot of installation work. So for example, this particular crab pot installation I did was for Sydney, and
gorgeous.
They were hanging for the Biennale down there. They were
hanging,
and they're 3-dimensional, but I have to think about volume, like cubic volume,
right. Of course.
and the cost of shipping.
Because we live in Cairns, everybody.
Yeah, so there's none of that involved in producing any of this. There's no pressure, and it's just been like a free flow. Yeah, which has been great. Yeah, it's and I didn't want to be one of those people that's like, this is what I've achieved in COVID. I've done all of this. There was no benchmark that I was trying to achieve. It was just me being me, slowing down, learning how to breathe again, and actually learning how to paint again, because I've had so much, there was a lot of anxiety around producing paintings, and so I just eventually stayed away from it. So I've managed to find my way again.
You groove.
You know? I mean, I've been making art since I was a kid. I came from a family of artists and sculptors and art conservators. So, I don't know where I sort of start that timeline. When I came to Australia when I was 19, met the girl's dad, and ended up kind of going down various other routes. I got into textiles, where I was printing my own work. I made,
textiles?
Cushions, and I was doing a lot of sewing. So, because I sort of started out as a textile artist, trying to sort of find something that had a bit of a commercial bent to it.
Opportunity,
Yeah, and in the end I just felt like I wanted to take the textiles into the fine art realm and not make it about, not making money doing it, but just actually the enjoyment of having, perpetual practice. And as soon as I have to make more than one of those, I lose interest.
You lose interest.
Yeah, so this is different every step of the way.
Love it.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous work, isn't it?
It's evolutionary work for me, because it's always changing.
Love it.
So
sugar.
And I'm
what
inspired
pleasure
by,
is this for you?
A lot of the artists I work with, working for Kaweyova, working with the Indigenous communities, and the rawness that sort of shows up in their work, that really pulls at my heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm all about colour. I can't get enough of colour.
Well,
it's like a disease. My tagline is "I eat colour for breakfast." So.
Yeah, I can tell. Is this all your work up here too, or?
No, that's Ethel Thomas on the right from Mornington.
Yeah, I've got a Mornington on my wall.
And Aneta on the left.
I've got Aneta.
That's one of my funny kind of
the little curl.
I mean, it's like a whole mixture of stuff that I've collected over the years behind you.
And we're going to spin here.
shops. That's my
Yeah.
work on the bottom right there.
Ah.
From years ago. That's
Which
probably-
one? The church
This
one?
one. Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
What an interesting evolution, hey?
Oh yeah. I mean, this is like
What
I
a-
don't know,
wow.
15 years old maybe. Maybe
True.
20. Yeah. Yeah.
And is that your lampshade?
That was a project I did, off-the-wall project here at Salt House with three graffiti artists.
Yep.
So I had David Cragg, who's a young dude from Sydney,
Yeah.
who's now more up and coming. There's another piece
Yeah.
of his over there. Suiko Hiroshima, who did that tabletop there,
Uh-huh.
the Japanese graffiti artist, that
Yep.
Molly contributed as well. So I've got
Wow.
like boxes that I had produced as part of that exhibition.
Beautiful.
I wasn't going to clean up, but I
No.
I did it like a mini tidy.
No, this is not what we don't want the clean, we want the real.
The real. This is where I can make any mess that I want to make.
Uh-huh.
Just shut the door.
Real.
Yeah. So this is
So important for an artist, eh? To make any mess
totally,
you want to
yeah,
make.
Yeah. This is the last one from that series,
Yeah.
which is probably my favorite. So I mean, this is the space I sew, and so normally when I'm painting, I'm all about the mess of painting, and then when
Yeah.
I sew, I have to clean all this up because it needs to be.
Needs a different
cleaner.
medium, yeah.
And trying to do more 2D stuff because the 3D stuff accumulates.
Yeah, well, it does. These are the
Yeah.
3D, the beautiful,
Yeah, so you
the
get,
crab
like,
pots.
Well, that's it. And I get commissioned to make them, so I've been paid to make them,
Uh-huh.
but then I end up with them in the end. It's really like it's my life breath.
Yeah.
I can't live without it, and I wouldn't do anything else in my life. Yeah. And it's a bit of a curse because you're constantly walking around thinking, breathing, talking art, you know. And then I've just recently moved into plants. Yeah, so that's another good, that's more place-taking stuff as well. But it's nurturing, you know, it's cultivating. And for me, that's really important. It's important to contribute something. I feel like with the state of the world and with, consumerism and capitalism and all that shit, I want to contribute something that's for the greater good. I want to, contribute something that's going to make people feel good, that will support the person who is doing the right thing, and because that feels good, and I'm not driven by money, I'm not driven by power, I'm driven by feeling good and, just being a good person. Thank you for inviting me to take part in this.
Well, thanks for coming to the kitchen sessions.
Yeah,
it's great to have you here, India, and we will see you next time.
Next time.
Bye.
Thanks, Roz.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks so much, India. We're back now for another original. This one's called Tell Me. It's all about falling in love.
I gotta say, you took me by surprise. Was it the smile, baby, or the look in your eyes? There's something about you. There's something about the things that you do. Oh, I'm scared of all these feelings I'm feeling for you. I shouldn't be falling for you, I can't be that reckless. But every time I'm with you, I'm happily endless. Oh, don't you know it's true?
Thank you very much. This next song is called Different. It's about falling out of love. Here we go. My goodness. Alrighty. Thank you so much. All right. This next one is called, I don't know what it's called.
Holding on.
Holding on. That's what it's called. Mm-hmm. Why did I write it? Same thing. Like this song is basically about everything. It covers everything from domestic violence to poverty to, all the big things. So this one's called Holding On.
Nobody knows what she's holding back. With a smile like that, the hair swept back. Who would? A soldier fighting to be free. Secret war so lonely. Subdued. It's the same red horizon every afternoon, staring out the same window. Need to wake up soon, tears fall from the sky. Eyes cry a river, but it means nothing to you. When the nights get cold, there is no disguise. Without a hand to hold, they die a little inside. How can people be so blind? When the winds are blowing, keep the fire burning. Just keep holding on. And when the walls are closing in, all the fears returning, stand up, fight and be strong. Just keep holding on. Keep holding on. Man hopes for a brighter day, sits outside the same cafe, begging for a dollar. Next door you hear her crying out, bruised and battered from another fight. She's praying for a savior. It's the same red horizon every afternoon, staring out the same window. Need to wake up soon, tears fall from the sky. Eyes cry a river, but it means nothing to you. Where the nights get cold, there is no disguise. Without a hand to hold, they die a little inside. How can people be so blind? When the winds are blowing, keep the fire burning. Just keep holding on. When the walls are closing in, all the fears
Oh, wow, if that's not class, I've just been sitting in the best seat of the house just watching with absolute awe and pleasure. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my God. We have got one stellar talent. I don't know. Just Sam's asking Sam Gibb, who's like our vision guy, is like, what just happened? Apparently, I'm not even going to say what it was because it's a T-shirt. You'll see it come out. It's going to be a MA 15 plus T-shirt. I can't talk about sex in your ears, but anyway, you, sweetheart, are one hell of a talent. My mum is out there. She's watching. She's donating like crazy right now. Everyone is donating like crazy. If you
so
have
much,
got
guys.
any spare cash, these guys deserve it because Sam's. Are you going to start making a record soon? What's going on? Tell me about
we're
this.
in the process of recording just at the home studio.
Yeah. Well, that's nothing just about that. That is really, really important, and it's a place that you feel comfortable. So yeah.
Definitely, yeah. So we applied for a grant actually, and we got one to do Mama, which is a song that we'll be doing next.
You'll be doing that later. So
Yes.
Mama's like it's a showstopper. Like you're getting it. This chick is a showstopper.
Oh.
This woman here, she stops shows. She stops every show is stopped. TV show, movies, cars, trucks. She stopped. So, well, if you can donate, it's going to go to a really good cause because this young woman lost all of her work from March the 20th until it's starting to come back slowly. But
Thank you.
yeah. Anyway. You are with Roz Pappalardo, and this is the Kitchen Sessions. And tonight, I think Frank's got something a little different in mind. He's trying to teach me a little bit about my behaviour, I think, a little bit of a life lesson. Perhaps it's time for Roz to behave.
Oh, behave.
Behave. Just for a little minute. Frank, where are you, Frank?
Hi, Rosie.
Hey, honey, hang on. That was great. That was really good. We got. So we've hooked up with you, Frank, my compadre, my brother. Ciao, ciao, my fratello. Ciao, ciao, va bellissimo. How are you? Where are you? What are you doing?
Rosie, I'm great. I'm back at home. I'm actually in my office, as you can probably tell by the tools of trade behind me.
There's some tools of trade there. There's also nice pictures there going on.
Yeah. There's a little bit of artwork. We do like a bit of artwork in this house, and musical instruments and music and all of that.
Well,
sort
it's
of
the
stuff.
arts and wine. They all intertwine, mate. See.
Speaking of music, oh my God, how good are these musicians? Unbelievable.
We've had 18 weeks of North Queensland Cairns-based musicians.
Incredible.
18 weeks.
18 weeks.
Every single artist. And isn't Sam a knockout?
Completely. Yeah. Now, is it 18? So does that mean we're turning 18 tonight?
We're 18 tonight, bro.
Oh, Roz, do you know what happens when you turn 18?
You get drunk.
Well, that's one thing, but also people ask you to start to be responsible when you're 18.
Exactly. And there's no reason just to get drunk.
No, just to get drunk. Absolutely not. So tonight, rather than swilling wine and tasting wine and eating delicious pork dinners and all that sort of stuff, I'm just going to take a little bit of time out from wine tasting and talk about being 18 and grown up. Mm-hmm. And I've mentioned a few times I've been in this industry for a long time.
You have.
And I've had some amazing times and done some incredible things in that time. But there's also a very serious side to what I do. And unfortunately, during that process, I've seen a lot of people succumb to alcohol and substance abuse over the time. So I'm just it is easy to do. It's so easy to do.
So let's show the other side.
Yeah, look, what I promote really is a lifestyle product. I never promote the excess consumption of alcohol. No. I promote something that's delicious, just like, people promote delicious chocolate and cheeses. Don't eat too much of it, and life's great.
I eat chips all the time.
Chips, look, a little bit of chips every now and then, great. Wine is the same. A little bit every now and then is a really good thing. So I've seen a lot of friends succumb to it, and I've seen a lot of industry people succumb to excess consumption and everything that goes with all of that. I just wanted to point out a couple of organisations based here in Cairns, given that we're all about locally based businesses.
Absolutely, if you need a bit of a hand.
If you need a little bit of a hand, I'm very responsible with what I do.
You are.
And
You're like the big brother, Frank.
Yeah, I like to offer a little bit of help wherever
You're my
wherever I
bro.
can. So
Yo.
I reached out to a friend of mine who's a doctor,
Yeah.
and she works with an organisation here in Cairns called Lives Lived Well. They're here in Sheridan Street, just 139 Sheridan Street,
Yep.
and they run all sorts of counselling and programs and withdrawal support and recover care, day programs, Indigenous programs, family programs, and programs for young people. So not just alcohol abuse or substance abuse
If
or
you need a
anything like that.
hand,
If
because
you
this
just
time
need a
has
hand,
been a
it's
wild
crazy.
time. It's not
It's
normal
such a
anymore.
crazy time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
might need a hand.
Absolutely. And we always joke about, how wine helps everything. And yeah, look, in a lot of ways it does.
Well, it does.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely, it does. So if you do find yourself needing a hand, we're going to put the contact
You'll
details
see
up
it.
on
You'll
the bottom
see it
of
in
the
a minute.
screen.
Second.
Lives Live Well here in Sheridan Street. They do really amazing work. There are on-site counsellors there. There are all sorts of programs that they run. So if you need a hand with anything, with some mental health or just reaching out to
Perhaps
somebody
going
and
for
just
a
saying,
run.
hey, going for a run, I need a hand with something.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to what we do than just peddling great booze. As
Absolutely.
much fun
It's a
as that is.
holistic life choice.
I will just point out I am drinking my Billy's coffee tonight. Thank you.
You are
Thank
drinking
you, Bill.
Billy's coffee.
I am
He's coming
drinking
up
Billy's.
soon now, Billy.
I am drinking Billy's coffee tonight.
See.
There is another organisation here in Cairns, which is more a one-on-one program, and that is run by Chantel Biggins, and that is called Zest for Life Solutions. You can find them on Facebook. So
We'll put that up too. You'll see that in a second.
put that up too, and that's more of a one-on-one session. So if you do find yourself needing a hand, just yell out. Look, there's 1,000 of us. You could reach out to Roz. You could reach out to me or to Sam. Or
Mick or
anyone
Karen.
associated, or
We'll
Mick
sort
or
you out.
Karen or anyone there, we can put you in touch with the right people
Oh,
because
well-
it is a crazy time that we're living in.
It is.
It's a
And
really
hell,
crazy time.
let's just all stick together and get through it, right?
Absolutely. Let's be
Yeah.
grown up, 18 years old and responsible.
Well, hang on.
Responsible, yeah, 18
I
years
don't
old.
even know. I put an offer on a house yesterday.
No.
I did.
That's very responsible, Roz.
know.
Fantastic.
Well, I
Fantastic.
didn't get it. But anyway, I put an offer on a house. What a step.
Wait, you got to start
Whatever,
somewhere.
you got to start somewhere. I got rejected. But anyway, I'm used to that. It's fine.
Do you want me to come around with the cousins and put a
See,
serious
can you
offer
please
in?
put
you
put
know?
a horse head
Here's
in
the
their
offer.
head? See,
Here's an offer you
here's an
can't
offer,
refuse.
and the Sicilians are coming for you. Frank, you don't know how much I love you.
I do know, Rosie, because the feeling's mutual. And to all of you there, and the amazing thing that you've done
Oh.
with this idea. I've got people around me that run screaming when I go, I've got an idea. They go, oh my God, I've got this
It's
idea.
scary, man.
Because that normally means lots of work for everyone else while
Yes.
I go, blah, 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 blah. But your idea, look at what you've done with this,
Oh,
Rosie.
honey.
Look at the way it's evolved.
It's all good.
and
We got this.
yeah, but it all came from somebody with a drive and a vision and some ambition
Wow.
and some very talented people around them, of course.
Absolutely.
But, thank you for everything that you've done with this. And,
Frank,
yeah,
it's been
and
my
for
pleasure.
keeping me part of it. So,
Oh my God,
just
you're
remember.
so part of it, my brother. And I
Yeah.
know that we're talking about, keeping on the straight, a little bit on the straight and narrow and sorting yourself out
Yeah.
this week. But if you do want a bottle
Yeah.
of wine next week, all you
Oh,
have
look.
to do
I'm so ready for that. I've got them racked up behind me here.
is email us
Ready.
at frank@thewinetraditionnq.com.au and that's going to show up. But, it's all about moderation. You eat too much sugar, you eat too many chips, you eat too much
Completely.
pasta,
Completely.
COVID
Small,
kilos.
as my father used to say, taste this, but just a little bit.
Just
taste
a little
this.
bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, love you, Frank. You take care, my,
Love you
my
too,
big
Rosie.
brother. I love you
Thank
muchly.
you. Thank you for the
Mwah.
amazing music. See you next week.
See you next week.
Ciao.
Ciao,
Ciao.
Well, it can't help to do things in moderation, and if anyone can support you in that, it's your big brother, right? Your big sister. So thanks, Frank. Love you. In the meantime, let's go back to where the music is, huh? We've got another song from Kaweyova, Sam Clark and her incredible band. Please, hang in, hang out, be with us. These guys are incredible.
Hear the car pulling up outside on a cold, cold night. He's shouting and he's swearing as she quickly tells her daughter, baby, run and hide. The door slams open and he stumbles in, smelling of beer and wine. She's quietly hoping maybe this time everything will be just fine. The neighbors wake to the sound of the yelling, fighting and screaming is all that they're getting. No matter how loud she cries, all they do is turn off the lights. And baby girl, she's only 7, hiding and praying for a stop to this oppression. Night after night, all she ever hears is her mama's cries. Mama, 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 yeah. Mama, 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 yeah. Oh, mama, yeah. Years gone by and she still believes in his promises. He tells her that he's sorry and he loves her, that he won't ever do it again. But all he does is paint the skies with all his lies, until the poison in his veins sets in. Will she realize his hateful fist that he lands on her body, leaving her bruised with help from nobody, drowning in tears of blood? She pleads, unclench those hands, so high on demonic fury, he strikes her again until she's empty of breath, and a blow to his own head to end the devilish trance. Mama, 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 yeah. Mama, 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 yeah. Mama, yeah. Mama, she comes home from school to a quiet place, finds her daddy on the floor with no emotion in his face. And there she lay, stone cold, black and blue. She held her mama in her arms as she cried, Mama, I love you. Mama, 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 yeah.
that gets you every time, doesn't it? Yeah. Wow, fantastic. That was spectacular, and it always is spectacular. Because every time you sing that song, and I've heard this woman sing this song a number of different times in a number of different locations, it always hits where it's meant to hit. Yeah. Because that's the measure of a fantastic songwriter.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
that's what you are. You are a fantastic songwriter. I just, what more can I say? I think it's time for a coffee.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's time for a coffee? I think coffee, I think some P&G vibes, I think some cultural education and excellence, I think some damned good people. I think Billy from Billy's Coffee is a regional icon, and he serves up the best coffee with the best smile. He's from P&G. I don't know exactly where he's from, but we'll work that out. What more do you want? That's it. I want for nothing. Here's Billy's Coffee.
My name is Billy Howder. Owner of Billy's Coffee. Yeah, we are in Rusty's Market and on 59 Sheridan Street. Yeah. It's really, really simple. We keep it with just coffee. We do have Stacey's brownies and banana cake, but that's about it. Coffee. We keep it really simple. At Rusty's, we open 5:30 in the morning till about 3 in the afternoon. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And 59 Sheridan Street, grade 59. We open at 5:45 to about 4:30 every day, Monday to Friday. Yeah, 2004 we started in Rusty's Market, yeah. So, I don't know how long that is, it's a while.
Fantastic. And you run the business with your family, is that right?
Absolutely, my wife and my son and pretty much all the staff who are pretty much our family as well, yeah. I've got Keela, who's over there now, 21, and I've got a 14-year-old little Billy. Yeah, so he's at school at the moment. Yeah, so and that's my wife. Yeah, so run the business together. Yeah, so I couldn't do this without I think I told Frenchie, the pastry guy in the market, that if he wanted to have a good business, he needed a really good wife.
Billy, you were telling me this morning outside, one of the things that brings you to work every day is your customers. Can you tell me a little bit about the community that you've kind of built around you with the business here with your customers?
That's a really powerful question. They mean so much to us, the community, as much as it's about the coffee, it's just the loving community that we share the space with. Really every day. All the beans mainly from Papua New Guinea, and then we try to buy directly from farmers. So depending on which supplier we can buy directly from, that sort of keeps it simple for us that we're dealing with the farmer directly. Yeah.
Wow. So every level of your business is community orientated, from your passion and your love for your customers, the local beans.
Yeah. Well, try to keep everything so personal that it means something when I'm roasting it, or like it means like we're trying to highlight something about the beans or our service. Yeah, so everything's about being personal there.
Yeah.
I'm from Papua New Guinea, but I call Cairns home now. Yeah, so my wife and my 2 sons from here, so pretty much this is home for me now. Yeah, I do have a proud Papua New Guinea background, but I'm also from Cairns. And we share amazing space every 3 weeks. The walls change and the artists put on something different, so we get to preview first, and that's really nice for us. It's been a wonderful, how would you describe it? Some of them are interesting, some of them are fascinating, but all of them is very supportive of the arts community. Yeah. So we close at 12:30 during the day, and then pretty much the artists, they have the door closed and they can do their own private thing. Yeah, so we do have, we used to have chess nights and salsa nights and live drawings, and it just depends on what the person that's curating wants to do. Yeah, so we did have to close the Rusty's one because it was just too much public coming into the space, and we didn't want to put anyone at risk. We thought it was a responsibility that we had to close. And then we felt like with the crate, we could open from the window and keep the doors closed, but people could still stand 1.5 meters away.
Yeah.
So that worked really well, just keeping it open. Yeah.
Yeah. And I believe you did a trip home to Papua New Guinea and had to isolate.
Yeah.
How did isolation go for you?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was coming back, I knew I had to prepare my mind for it. And 14 days and 10 days into it, I thought, I can do this. This is easy. And then it started the last 4 days. I was like, no way. Yeah, that was, the last 4 days were challenging.
Yeah, really good wine, really good coffee, really good customers.
That's it.
Can't go wrong. Excellent.
Thanks so much to Billy's Coffee on Sheridan Street, people. Check it out. We're going to end with a couple of covers for you guys. Yeah, a bit of India.Arie, I think. For my brown skin? What? Brown skin people out there. There we go. Woo! Brown skin, you know I love your brown skin. I can tell where yours begins, and I can tell where mine ends. Brown skin, rub against my brown skin. I listen every now and then. Where are your people from? Maybe Mississippi or an island. Apparently your skin has been kissed by the sun. You make me wanna just kiss your licorice. Every time I see your lips, it makes me think of honey-coated chocolate. Your kisses are way more than go to be. I'll be your almond joy, you'll be my sugar daddy. Brown skin, you know I love your brown skin. I can tell where yours begins, and I can tell where mine ends. Brown skin, rub against my brown skin. Listen every now and then. Every time you come around, something magnetic happens and I can't get out. It's so intense I can feel my up from down. All I know is that I wanna lay it down. Every time I let you in, abracadabra magic happens as we swim. Higher and higher, finally we reach heaven, and then we do it all again. Brown skin, you know I love your brown skin. I can tell where yours begins, and I can tell where mine ends. Brown skin, rub against my brown skin. I listen every now and then. Yeah. Skin so brown, lips so round, baby, how can I be down? Beautiful mahogany, you make me feel like a queen. Tell me what's the thing you do that makes me wanna get next to you. Oh, 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 skin rub against my brown skin. I miss him every now and then. Hey, brown skin, you know I love your brown skin. I can tell where you're speaking, and I can tell where mine is. Brown skin, rub against my brown skin. I deserve it now and then. Oh yeah, skin so brown, lips so round, baby, how can I be down? Oh man. Thank you so much. My goodness, what a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for having us here tonight. We truly appreciate it. Means a lot to us. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Eddie Valentine, Enzo Russo, JB on the drums, Kaweyova. We're gonna end with another cover for you guys. Here's a bit of Prince. Yeah. How come you don't call me? Why? All right.
There we go.
It's for everyone who got my number and never called me. I keep your picture beside my bed, and I still remember everything you said. Always said our love was so right, so I guess I was wrong. Always thought you'd be by my side, but now you're gone. Hey, and all I wanna know, baby, if what we had was good, how come you don't call me? 'Cause you're an idiot. She said it. She said it. You heard it here first. You're an idiot. Yeah. Still not the fire on a rainy night. Still looking better when you're holding me tight. And everybody said that we should never part. Oh no. So tell me, baby, baby, why? Oh, why you wanna go and break my heart? Yeah. And all I wanna know, baby, if what we had was good, how come you don't call me anymore? you don't call me? Tell 'em, Roz.
I don't know why.
How come you don't call me? One last time. How come? Sometimes it feels like I've got a time. If you don't love me, oh, you gotta try. I'm down on my knees, begging you, please, please, come home.
Well, if he doesn't call you, he's a bloody idiot. He's a bloody idiot. He's sacked. Stupid, dumb. Call us. Just bloody well call us, right? Call us. Call me. Amazing. Everyone out there, this was the incredible Sam Clark, Kaweyova, which means little basket of treasures, which absolutely this woman is.
Little bastard.
Little basket of treasures, supported by an incredible bunch of musicians who are the most amazing people that really you couldn't have a better bunch of people around you. You've got JB, Jonathan Barbagello from Sicilia, my casino, CCC. You've got Eddie Valentine's, Danik over there, who nobody knows his real name, but anyway. I don't know who he is. And of course, my other cousin, Enzo Russo over there, who was here for the very first kitchen session here for he's just been here the whole time. And of course, everybody, this is Sam Clark, the incredible Kaweyova. You were never going to hear another voice like this, trust me. Thank you. Thank you to Kaweyova, her amazing band, Bland.
Okay.
You're definitely not bland. You're an amazing band
You know
who
how
have
she feels
just
now.
Yeah, they are definitely not bland. You are the bandest of the bands. You are incredible. Thank you for coming and spending your time with us in our little darling kitchen.
Thank you for having
And
us.
please continue to donate for this incredible musician here. She's going to start recording again very soon. That amazing song, Mama, that you heard before, that put us all... I was in the sink. I didn't know what to do. I was crying. I was drinking. I was eating. It was just affected me. I would like to thank very much India Collins for the visual artist pop-in, Billy from Billy's Coffee for the cook-up, of course, my brother and yours, the wine guy, Frank D'Angelico, for trying to keep me on the straight and narrow for 25 minutes. Don't know. Did he do it? Probably not. Ting! I would, of course, like to thank the entire Rondo, the Rondo committee and the Rondo venue. What a gorgeous venue. How grateful and blessed are we to be in this space. Of course, my gorgeous people, Sam Gibb, Mick Allen, Karen Engel, Paul Barton, Kristen Copson, and any other people who just rock in and help out. Every now and then we've got Lacey, we've got John. We don't care. We love you. We work hard to bring this insane hour and a half or 2 hours to you every week. And all of you who donate, we love you and we mean it. My name is Roz Pappalardo. You've been watching the Kitchen Sessions live from the Rondo Theatre Cairns. See you next week, same time, same channel, right here with Los Caracolas. And they are magnificent. Thank you, humans on the planet Earth. Don't forget us. We are the artists and creatives. Same time next week. Over and out.